All right, welcome to Unit 4, Constitutional Era. This is the constitutional era that we're going to be studying this time. It is a more perfect union, and this time period usually is considered to have taken place from 1783 to 1791. Uh, the most revolutionary change to happen following the American War for Independence was the creation of a government for the former British colonies, now known as the United States. So we are now getting to call our country the name of our country. In 1787, delegates met to revise the Articles of Confederation, but decided to write an entirely new constitution. So they decided we're going to meet to talk about the articles. There's some problems with them, but they end up going, it might be better to just start from scratch, a brand new rule book. Because what is a constitution? It is a rule book for government. It's the rule book they have to play by. The most primary obstacle to creating the new Constitution was addressing the issue of slavery, which is evident, it's obvious, in the 3/5 Compromise and the Fugitive Slave Cause. After debate and compromise, the delegates produced a constitution like none other in history, establishing a government, starting a government that reflected the ideals of the Enlightenment. So all the ideas of we can be better. Let's base it in science. Let's base it in reason. Let's base it in uh, equality to a large extent. Yet the issue of slavery was left for the future. Vocabulary for this unit: confederation. A confederation is an alliance of states created for a common purpose. A compromise is an agreement between opposing parties. So two different sides, and neither side really gets what they want, but they meet in the middle. Constitution. This would be a document outlining the fundamental principles and structures of a government. Ratification is the process that people go through when they approve a document or policy. So once we do write the United States Constitution, it has to be ratified. It has to be sent to the states, and these states have to say, yes, we will abide by this, because it's a rule book. You don't get to make a rule book out of nowhere. You have to ratify the rule book. You have to give it some rightness, some authority. An amendment is an addition to a document. So the Bill of Rights that we'll talk about during this unit is the first 10 amendments. Natural rights. Natural rights are basic rights people are born with. They are also called unalienable rights. These are rights you cannot lose. Because you exist, you have these rights. Sovereignty. Sovereignty is independent power. So a country is not a country without sovereignty. A country is not a country unless it has independent power over itself. So the states are going to give up some of their sovereignty so that the federal government, the United States, can have sovereignty. Because before this, the states are the ones who had the most sovereignty. Federalism. Federalism is a political system in which power is shared between a national, centralized government and a collection of smaller state governments. Hope this is helpful, and I hope you do really well this year.